They say the mountains don't forgive mistakes, but sometimes they let you survive, just so you can spend the rest of your life haunted by a single question. It happened in February 2026. 4 students, 1 blizzard, and a house that shouldn't have been on the map. The cabin greeted them with dead silence. No furniture, no wood, no hope for a fire. The walls breathed cold. Their exhaustion was so heavy, their eyelids felt like lead. That's when one of them said the words that became their curse. "If we fall asleep, we die." The plan was simple, mathematically perfect. A lifeline in the dark. 4 corners, 4 people. They began to move. The first runs to the second, a push. The second to the third to the fourth, and the fourth runs back to the first. The thud of boots on rotting floorboards became their only pulse. First, it was a fight against sleep. Then, it was a fight against terror. At some point, they lost track of how many laps they had made. An hour? 5? 10? The rhythm became automatic. Push, run, push. But at some point, each of them felt it. The cabin was getting warmer, as if an invisible breath had joined their own. When morning came, they were found. They remained silent all the way to the camp. It was only in the rescuers' tent, once the hot tea stopped shaking in their hands, that someone asked a logical question. "Wait, if there were only 4 of you, the first person left his corner to run to the second. His corner became empty. When the 4th person reached that spot, no one should have been there. For the cycle to continue, someone had to be standing there, waiting for him. Someone to send him back to the start." They looked at each other. That night, the cycle never broke. Not once. Every time the 4th climber reached the corner, someone was waiting for him. If there were only 4 living souls in that cabin, whose hand did they feel on their shoulder all night long? The night highway is a lottery you don't want to win. After hours of driving, I pulled over to the shoulder. The darkness was thick, swallowing the headlights. I stepped into the woods when a scream shattered the silence. My friend. A sharp, choking sound that cut off instantly. I ran back. Empty. The door was open, his phone on the asphalt, but he was gone. Panic hit. I dove into the car, slammed the door, and grabbed the key. Something slammed into the windshield. It was him. His face pressed against the glass, eyes wide with terror as dark sludge smeared the surface. I floored it. Wipers smeared the blood, my heart racing. A tall figure appeared in the road ahead. I didn't brake. I drove straight through, feeling an icy chill wash over me. I sped away, hands white on the wheel. Safe, I thought. But then, I slowly turned my head. Sitting in the passenger seat was him, with that same frozen scream. If you see 3 deep scratches on your car, turn around, drive. Don't stop until you see city lights. Otherwise, he will come. We moved into the house on Ocean Avenue on a gray, rain-soaked Thursday. At first glance, it didn't look evil. It looked well-fed. Those famous quarter-moon windows on the top floor weren't just looking at the street. They were watching us, like a predator tracking prey that had walked into its own cage. Inside, it smelled of wet earth and something sickly sweet, like rotting lilies. The house began to change us. The walls weren't just standing there, they were breathing, If you pressed your ear against the plaster, you could hear a slow, heavy heartbeat deep beneath the foundation. At night, the geometry of the rooms warped. Hallways felt longer, and doors led to places they shouldn't. I found oily black streaks on the floor leading to my brother's room, but they didn't belong to any human footprint. At the heart of the house, behind a bricked-up wall, lay its stomach. A small, hidden room painted the color of dried blood. There were no windows, but it was always hot, like the inside of a living throat. My brother James. The house chose him first. He wasn't getting better. He was being intubated. His skin turned to parchment, and his veins began to look like wires, pulsing in sync with the house's pipes. The previous owners didn't leave. They were absorbed. Every floorboard that creaks under your feet is a scream frozen in wood. The house doesn't want us to escape. It wants us to become its new memories. I can hear it now, whispering in my own voice from the empty rooms upstairs. If you see a listing for a house on Ocean Avenue, run. It already knows you're thinking about it. Come inside.